I mean, I'm a connivance. There is to some extent like when I interface specs that perhaps ought not be associated. I don't know yet specific dabs like when I see that they put each individual of color in the motion pictures and address eventually in their vocation. I'll associate them they're similar to wow, this large number of siblings. Need to wear dress, hello everybody, it's your number one. Tattle young lady back with some succulent news. Nobody truly expected this tirade. Coming except for we at last have Chappelle dissing Kevin Hart in Hollywood design. Chappelle stunned everybody when he tended to the bits of hearsay about Kevin being a pawn of Satan and being a gigantic Illuminati point of support in the business. And that is not even it. Chappelle even ventured to say that Kevin Hart needed to do an obscure things to arrive at this degree of distinction. So we should recover the soil on Kevin Hart and find what Dave Chappelle's tirade was about. I'm up here accomplishing something that no other person in this business has the unresolved issues unfamiliar. I'm letting you know something that you want to realize. I'm attempting to clarify for you what you're seeing yourself. Don't have the foggiest idea what you see. Dave Chappelle has been a major bull in satire since perpetually, and Kevin Hart is the same, yet the two never truly got along, and certain individuals even go to the extent that calling them chief foe. Yet Day was not generally remembered for the enormous Hollywood occasions or meetings in spite of him being an extremely famous figure. It's predominantly in light of the fact that he's forever been vocal about the clouded side of the glitz business. He likewise has transparently dissed a ton of Hollywood VIPs. Yet we never envisioned him coming for Kevin Hart. Dave has additionally discussed how the deliverers of Hollywood needed to control him. And consequently, we're prepared to offer him a considerable amount, yet he wouldn't acknowledge any of the offers and kept on buckling down on his art. Yet do you think having meet with hotshots of the business got Dave anything? Well, obviously, not. Regardless of being an exceptionally capable entertainer, he never truly broke the rooftop and became famous as per a ton of scholars. Kevin is a world sensation at this moment and has become more well-known than some other comic in history. And that is all since he has the gifts of probably the greatest names in Hollywood, a paranoid fear. Even proposes that before dark humorists are permitted to become showbiz royalty in Hollywood, they're made to wear dresses and do a few pretty embarrassing things on screen that build up truly hazardous generalizations. Simply a hypothesis a great many people have yet, assuming that you take a gander at probably the most popular dark comics, including Kevin Hart. You'll realize films like Martin and The Nutty Teacher didn't make things simple for dark joke artists, either in light of the fact that they highlighted dark guys playing ladies in an extremely cliche way. A ton of dark entertainers purportedly shouted out about it and said that they were approached to wear a dress in scenes where it looked bad to wear one. Something almost identical happened to Dave Chappelle. It was 2005, and Dave was breaking all records of distinction. And unexpectedly, he got a $50 million offer from Fun Times TV. Everybody felt that Dave has at long last stumbled upon the opportunity of a lifetime, and he'll turn into the greatest Hollywood comic now yet. Rather than marking the agreement, Dave vanished. Reports surfaced that he had gone to South Africa, and he stayed off the lattice for a surprisingly long time. During this time, tabloids began spreading a wide range of reports, including him being a fiend and leaving his organization profession. Certain individuals even said the Day was under colossal strain, which impacted his innovativeness, and he was going through a psychological episode. These tales kept on twirling around the roads of Beverly Slopes until Dave Chappelle at long last gotten back in the game and gave a really disputable meeting to Oprah Winfrey. He said that who might need to leave this sort of cash and taken off. He didn't readily get it done yet. There were such countless circumstances that Good Times TV supposedly put on him that he needed to ease off. He said that he needed to sign that agreement, yet there was a few pretty dull and obscure things. There were such countless circumstances that were executed, and just boycott was he permitted to get to a higher degree of progress and distinction. He likewise discussed Mariah Carey, who got such a tremendous agreement that everybody was spouting ready to be done, yet this $100 million contract supposedly made her crazy, and she needed to persevere so much due to it. He additionally discussed how this agreement would have been embarrassing for him on the grounds that the Hollywood big cheeses believed that individuals should chuckle at him. This was what they would call parody Dave. Then again believed individuals should snicker at his jokes and not ridicule him, so he needed to ease off from an arrangement worth $50 million. He additionally uncovered that he was once working in a film with Lawrence Martin, who's additionally a tremendous comic. And he said that he was being compelled to wear a dress despite the fact that he would have rather not. I'm the main film with Martin, definitely. The film's going great. So I stroll in the trailer. I'm similar to man. This should be some unacceptable trailer. Since there's a dress in here, he put this dress on. And how much is whore presently? I'm not doing that. I feel really awkward with it. Dave said that he told the chief and maker that he wasn't happy putting on a dress. And regardless of that, they were proceeding to pressure him. Even the essayist of the scene was constraining Dave to put on a dress and get it over with, yet Dave immediately deciphered the code and saw the example he uncovered that they kept on driving him despite the fact that they had two renditions of the content previously locked and stacked. So when he totally wouldn't wear the dress, really at that time, they returned with a subsequent variant on the off chance that you think we went a little off course with the entire dressing banter. Then you may be mixed up. Assuming you recollect accurately, Kevin Hart exploded on the web after 2013 when he showed up on SNL. And you got it right, while wearing a dress. Music. This obviously makes an interpretation of from the Latin to who expectation hoc sum hominum, which means I'm request. And the arms are back up for another triumph lap. Kevin recently guaranteed that he could never follow through with something like this only for acclaim. And he didn't hold fast when it came to not wearing a dress on SNL. Kevin buckled and consequently turned into the greatest web sensation. Kevin wasn't extremely known before he got included in SNL, as he just got a tiny job in a film. Kevin was even once gotten some information about his opinion on Dave's perspectives about the treatment of dark entertainers and comics in Hollywood. Kevin appeared to be apprehensive, yet he at last said that he believes that Dave is correct, and that individuals of color in the business need to define limits of what they are and aren't willing to do. Kevin at any point said that he wouldn't think long and hard about rejecting anything that harms his picture or causes him to feel awkward. Yet since Kevin showed up on SNL wearing a dress and being a cliché individual of color, he has collected a ton of analysis for offering out and not being consistent with himself. As per reports, Kevin Hart additionally got projected in a ton of huge Hollywood motion pictures close by Dwayne Johnson and Will Ferrell just after his SNL appearance, which clearly raises a ton of eyebrows. There is by all accounts nothing that could hurt Kevin's vocation, not in any event. Betraying his pregnant spouse, Ned Fulmer, a comic and YouTuber, additionally betrayed his better half, yet he got such a lot of kickback and was even removed from his satire gathering. And his companions repudiated him, yet there was practically zero information about Kevin Hart not tell the truth to his better half. And betraying her, it didn't influence his profession by any means. So it's a substantial evidence that the enormous names in Hollywood really do play top picks and give favor to the individuals who they could totally control. Kevin is as of now at the pinnacle of his profession, as he's being offered large spending plan films, and he's collaborating with extravagant organizations like YouTube and Facebook. Then again, Dave Chappelle possibly expressed out loud whatever was valid when he was cornered in the most terrible manner conceivable. Dave was made an antagonist for declining to manage Fun Times TV, and questions were raised on his ability as well as on his emotional wellness and individual life. Dave has been hauled through the mud, and his whole life has been examined on TV. simply because he really considered saying no and put down clear stopping points of the things he would rather not do. It seems like Dave has outraged the supervisors in Hollywood, and he's paying the award for being forthright and having ethics. It's not whenever somebody first has attempted to uncover Hollywood and followed through on a cost on the grounds that Kate Williams was additionally a tremendous figure in the business. And even she uncovered that there's a general public of individuals who control everything in Hollywood, and they make and break the stories in the business. So assuming that somebody conflicts with them, they have the ability to obliterate the entire profession of that individual. Kate even remarked on Kevin Hart becoming renowned in the wake of consenting to wear a dress. And she said that this isn't the initial time she's caught wind of it, and that Hollywood has been doing it to its dark entertainers and entertainers for a really long time. Currently, I'm saying toward the day's end. Kevin doesn't need to stress over the thing individuals will say regarding him wearing a dress due to the long queue of dress-wearing individuals before him. So presently, we have enormous Mother's Home 1, 2, and 3, no doubt. I've never seen Medea in a gas suit. I think she wears a dress. The main contrast is that individuals are more woke and vocal now than they were before. Do you believe there's one such mystery society in Hollywood? Or are these tales? Share your considerations with us in the remarks. Additionally, remember to like this video, buy into our channel, and hit the chime symbol to keep steady over the VIP world. We'll see you in the following video. Till then, farewell from our side.